we're doing a pack out, our ultimate goal is when we get to the property, we want to be able to unload the furniture first. That way when we get to the boxes, we're not going to be placing the boxes where the furniture is supposed to go. Because inevitably you will place the boxes where the furniture is supposed to be. Then you're going to be moving boxes for a lot more than what you need to do. So when we load up the truck, we're going to want, if it's all one big truck load, we're going to want all the boxes in the front of the truck and the furniture in the back. That way when you get to the property, you're going to be able to open up the truck door and you can unload the furniture first and place that where it needs to go. As we're loading up the boxes, we want to start in one corner and stack them as high and tight as possible. And when we start on one edge in that corner, when we finish stacking that row, we're going to have a little bit of a crevice on one side, which is a perfect spot to place picture frames or long linear items. Our goal is to make it high and tight. That way when it's going down the road, everything is kind of vibrating and shifting and moving a little bit as the truck turns. If it's really tight and compressed together, it's not going to move and shift and fall over on you. We've had great success with the high and tight method, which is pretty standard. As I have people loading up the truck, it's important to scan it into the move bag. I like to, if possible, assign one person to that job as the official scanner. That way you don't think that the other person scanned something, and you'll have much better success with the complete scanning of all the product if you just assign one person. Hello and welcome back. As you can see, we're just about finished loading up the truck. It might be a little bit hard to see, but the way we have it stacked in there, things Tetris in there. Or if we do make a turn, make an aggressive stop or anything like that, nothing's going to shift. When we get to the job site, the odds are your customers might be very excited, happy to see you. They're excited about their move back. And when you pop open this door, the last thing you want is a bunch of furniture to be falling over, everything to look disheveled. It'll give a really poor impression of our services and what we do. So to mitigate that, feel free to put in as many straps as you want to keep things from shifting back towards the door. And while we are loading, please keep in mind that if there is going to be a heavy force applied to the load, that's going to be during braking. So we want, as we place the furniture, we want everything placed up front as far as possible, together, and everybody's supporting everybody. Like a community. After we get to the job site, we're going to make our hand truck. We also need garbage bags. I like to give the garbage bags to the customer, and that way they can put all their paper and the packing materials in those bags. And if you do go to pick up the boxes later, you're not going to have to unpack a bunch of paper from those boxes, because they'll have the garbage bags and hopefully they'll use that. Also, a broom and a dustpan is also very handy. One thing we like to do at ServiceMaster is have furniture vaults and box vaults. This makes it easier when we do the move back later down the line. When we're scanning box vaults, we like to make a row first and then scan that row. It's important, if you can, to have a designated person in charge of the scanning. That way fewer things get missed. Once the vault is fully loaded, it's important to take a picture of the vault. We want to make sure the contents are in the shot, plus the number of the vault is in the picture as well. After you have your picture, it needs to be uploaded into the 365 app.
When loading a pod, you're going to start first with the boxes, and then you're going to move on to the furniture and have that first. That way, when we're moving back in, we can move the furniture in first, and the boxes don't get in the way. Once you've loaded all the furniture into the pod, this is what I expect it to look like.
Good.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for today's video class. This is Ramon. He's our general manager here at Service Masters.
Hello, everyone.
We do make a turn, or make an aggressive stop, or anything like that. Nothing's going to shift. Or brake while we're going down the road. I'm sorry. Okay, brake while we're going down the road. If anything does get broken, you can tell the customer that it is actually a blessing, because attachment is the root of all unhappiness. So if they can lose the attachment to their things, they will eventually be happier people. What's that, Carl? No? Okay, I'm sorry. Don't tell the customer that. Carl will tell you what to do later in class today, if we do. If you have any questions in the future, and if I'm still with the company, please feel free to ask me. Back to you, Carl.
Now tell me this thing. You are, aren't you?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now the pod is loaded. This is the Service Masters.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Once you've got all the furniture loaded, this is what the pod should look like. I've already.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the pod is loaded, furniture, and this is what it should look like. Keep up to Service Master standard.